Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something that touches every single one of us, no matter what we're chasing: how to keep yourself motivated when the initial spark starts to fade. We all have those days where the why feels a little blurry, and the how feels a lot heavier. But motivation isn't just a feeling that hits you, it's a habit you build. Today I want to talk about how to stop waiting for inspiration to strike, and how to start creating your own momentum, even on the days you don't feel like showing up. Whether you're working toward a massive dream or just trying to get through a tough week, this one is for you. Let's get into it. The path to your greatest goals is rarely a straight line. It is a series of pivots, persistence, and quiet victories. Remember that progress is not always loud, and the small, consistent efforts you make today are building a foundation that your future self will rely on. When the weight of a challenge feels heavy, let it be a reminder of your capacity to grow, for strength is forged precisely in those moments when you choose to keep going despite the doubt. Trust in your unique timing, lean into your resilience, and never underestimate the power of showing up, because even on the days you feel you are barely moving, you are still further than you were yesterday. Real change doesn't happen in a single burst of inspiration. It happens in the discipline of the ordinary. It is what you do when the initial excitement fades and you're left with nothing but your own resolve. You don't need to see the entire staircase to take the first step. You only need the courage to trust that you are capable of handling whatever the next level requires of you. Don't compare your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. Your journey is yours alone, and every setback is simply a setup for a more seasoned version of yourself to emerge. Success isn't a destination you reach and then stop. It's a mindset of continuous evolution. It is easy to feel defeated by a mistake or a slow season, but those moments are actually your greatest teachers, stripping away what doesn't work to make room for what does. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to start, because perfection is a shadow that disappears when you step into the light of action. You are the architect of your own momentum. Every time you choose to push through discomfort, you are casting a vote for the person you are becoming. Keep your eyes on your why, and let it be the fuel that carries you past the limits you once thought were permanent. The most powerful version of you isn't the one who never fails, but the one who refuses to stay down. It is tempting to look at your obstacles as stop signs, but in reality, they are filters designed to separate the wishers from the doers. Greatness is often just a matter of staying in the game 5 minutes longer than everyone else. Don't let a temporary feeling of fatigue talk you out of a permanent dream. You have already survived every difficult day you've ever faced, and that track record is proof of your durability. Own your potential, embrace the friction, and remember that the view from the top is only earned by those who are willing to climb through the fog. Growth is rarely comfortable because it requires you to shed the skin of who you used to be, to make room for who you are meant to become. It's easy to feel like you're falling behind when you see others hitting milestones, but your pace is not your potential. Life isn't a race against others. It's a marathon of self-discovery where the only person you need to outpace is the version of yourself from yesterday. Every bit of effort you invest, no matter how small, is a deposit into a future you can't yet see. Stay patient with your process, stay fierce in your pursuit, and trust that the seeds you are planting in the dark are eventually going to reach the light. True resilience isn't found in the absence of fear, but in the decision to move forward while your hands are still shaking. It is the quiet voice at the end of a long day saying, "I will try again tomorrow." We often overestimate what we can do in a day, but we vastly underestimate what we can achieve in a year of focused, incremental steps. Do not let the scale of your ambition intimidate you into standing still. Greatness is simply a collection of small tasks done with extraordinary consistency. You are not a finished product. You are a work in progress with the power to rewrite your narrative at any moment. The reality is that your potential is not a fixed ceiling. It is a horizon that expands every time you take a step forward. We often wait for a sign or a sudden surge of confidence before we commit, but confidence is a byproduct of action, not a prerequisite for it. You don't build a masterpiece by focusing on the finished canvas. You build it one stroke at a time, often in moments of deep uncertainty. Stop asking for permission to be great or waiting for the world to validate your path. Your passion is the only permission you need. Even when the progress feels invisible, remember that the roots of a tree grow deep long before the branches reach the sky. Your legacy is not defined by the moments you were perfect, but by the moments you were willing to be a beginner. It is easy to stay in your comfort zone where you are already capable, but the most rewarding versions of your life exist on the other side of being bad at something new. Don't let the fear of looking foolish keep you from becoming wise. Every expert was once a novice who refused to quit, and every massive achievement is just a series of boring habits stacked on top of one another. Action is the antidote to anxiety. Stop overthinking the destination and start focusing on the quality of your next move. You have everything you need to begin exactly where you are. I know there are a million things you could be doing with your time, so the fact that you spent the last few minutes here with me truly means the world. Thank you for sticking around until the end and for being part of this journey. Your support is what keeps me motivated to keep creating. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I'll be down there replying to as many as I can.